anyways, let's pick up and do a stage. Enough talking about Darius, let's actually play some. Let's try this one. Coincidentally, it actually is the Genesis, so, you know, whatever. Okay, we're into boss battle. King Fossil. Genesis is a really good ship, though, so... So give me a heads up how the volume is, if my mic is like too low or whatever. I'm gonna try and like not talk as much mid-mission though, because I know it makes me play a lot worse. No Darius music, and then set 2. I love the fact that they changed the sound effects based on meditation. They changed the sound effects based on what chip you're using from which game. I think that's actually super tight, and that is something I never would have expected from a game like this, because although it plays into like the older games to a certain even though it plays into the older games at a certain extent, it doesn't always, and it's very easy for a series like this to just forget its older games, because it's like, none of them are like what you call huge sellers, you know. Darius is still kind of, even though it's sort of memorable in its own way, it's not necessarily the biggest name shoot 'em up, so... Oh, whoops, spent my beam. Oh well, it's Mud Wheel. Who cares? We'll get our beam back relatively soon. Oh, this is actually a little dicey. There we go. Making this fight last as long as I can. For no real reason. Oh, are you serious? Just hang on to the beam. Hang on to the beam. It might not spend it. Beam refund? Hey, nice. Good job, Ark. I was just on PSO right before the stream. Actually, that's really cool. That's good to know that if you hold your beam at the very end, you don't spend it. I know you were on PSO too, because I was hopping on to do my daily crafting. Yeah, I need to hop on and play more PSO too. It's been... The new Tokyo area is so good. It's so good. Oh man, they're so good. Darius is so good. Okay, Lightning Claw. I guess this is just a boss rush. Fortunately, none of these bosses so far have been any trouble, so that's good. Oops. This is sick. I forget which one this is. I'm gonna spend my beam just because I'll probably oh shit. Probably refill my beam relatively fast. Yeah, this is not the one I was thinking it was. I should have known because it has 4 pods on the front, which means it's not not the one I was thinking it was. Super good game. Ooh, that's really good timing on that. I think that would have worked if I was using Legend or Next, actually. Tokyo is really fun. I actually love the speed pads. I think that's such a good idea. Like, seriously, look at that beam. That's insane. Nice. Oh, that's unfortunate, Selah. Sorry about that. Well, I guess my apologies for. I guess actually, it's funny that you mentioned that because my mic was off at the start of the stream apparently, and I didn't know, and nobody told me until like 5 minutes in. So yeah, that happened. All right. Okay, the same stair. I think this is considered the hardest of the stairs, but I've beaten it a couple times now, so maybe I'll be okay. This one gets a little bit dicey though. Mostly the fact that it's like standard shot homes, which is kind of butts. Luckily, we're using the Genesis, so we're running a pretty good ship. I kind of want to use my beam, but I know that this thing beams really early. Oh, shit. I reacted to that. I hate that pattern. There we go. That'll have to do. That was really, really sloppy, but whatever. Ah, fuck. That was not great, but it is what it is. Lots of secrets. Oh shit, that's really bad. Don't do the tipping attack. So it'd be really, really bad right now. Okay. Let's just beat him. Oh, never mind, it's dead. I don't know if that was the last boss for that. So it was not the last boss, there's one more. If it's a turtle, I'm gonna be upset. It better not be the damn turtle. Actually, let's, like, not press the... Damn it, we pressed the button. Okay, good, it auto-fills your meter. 1,000 bullets. This is the lionfish. Okay, I don't think I've actually... I've beaten one of these. I don't remember when it's beam. Okay, right, it actually makes all this, like, pause form if the thing that shoots the beam. I don't remember how early or late it is, though. I think I can probably get away with spending an early beam. Wasting my meter. Ooh, Darius music. Because it's a theme I know well. I'm not getting any direct hits here. Ooh, last one got me. Oh, I thought that was gonna be done. Nick me. I don't think this one's happening. Oh god. I didn't even have to move there, unfortunately. Whatever. Let me see what this link is. I see. Fair enough, that Undertale Kill la Kill crossover. I lost so much steam by the insane stare. By the time I got to the last one, I was just out of shape. It was not gonna happen. Let me see, what's over this way? This is like the same damn thing, but with Legend. There's a couple stages in there. There's no drops, so burst is auto charge though. Let's do this one. This one doesn't look too bad. Also, apparently it's 4 stages and a boss. That seems unusual. There's a few. In my morning streams, I play a few stages like this, so I think these ones aren't. They're like, I think the intention is that they're trying to teach you the stage layouts. The last ship. Go. God damn, it's so good. Blowing everything up. What's not to like about that? Dodge all 1,000. No, I couldn't. Reminds me though of fighting Hungry Glutton. Man, that fight. There was a lot of. That was a long fight for me. I know there's probably like some kind of trick to the fight, or like, some kind of trick to it, but I clearly don't know it. Because that fight took me literally forever. I think it involves something about shooting like the little glowing piranhas, but I'm not 100% sure. I like the next ship though. It's visually a tight design. First area over. Whoa, jeez. I looked down for 1 second. Weapon upgraded. I like this section. It's a good section. All the points. I like it because the answer is literally just a milk the points. It gets you through the section easiest, and yeah, and it feels good because you're getting tons and tons of points. You want that. There we go. Oh, 200, whatever. There we go. There are bonus points. Even if they're not worth anything. Nah, that's basically nothing. Not 100% sure just yet. It'll probably be a night stream, so it might be later, maybe later this week. I actually was playing it a little bit this morning, but it wasn't on stream, it was just a little bit off stream. Well, I guess I was playing Suguri, I wasn't playing Sora. I beat the first stage in normal mode, and I did okay at the second stage, but I was tired, so I decided I'd just call it. I'm gonna miss that blue, probably. Oh. I did miss it. Oh, that's a heartbreaker. But, you know, more attack power is good, so something. Ow, shoot. Look right into that. Oh, also one of the big differences between ships in this is all the missile types. That's one of the biggest differences between Legend Next, Formula, and Assault, is the missiles. Shoot. Which are really silly hits. That was a mess. This could be going a little bit smoother. It's the red ship, but we're in okay shape. Ooh, wow. I say as we just get double beamed. I think I like the feel of Sora more. I like the visual polish of... I like Suguri a little bit more for game feel. I like Sora for its visual polish. It's very pretty. I think personally, out of the two of them, I do think Sora plays smoother. You're not as committed on your dashes, which in a game where it's kind of meant to be fast and, you know, frantic to a degree. Frantic's not really the right word, but you know what I mean. Cheating the system. Oh shit, yeah. Cheating the system and getting cheated. Oh. There are 3 points. I kinda hate these things. They shouldn't be hard in theory, but for some reason I struggle against them. Spending my armor. See, my problem with Sora is if you could dash cancel, like, if you could cancel your dash, if you could air brake, I think I'd like it more, because what happens in Sora a lot, and it's so painfully clear after doing Hime's fight in Suguri and then going to Sora and doing essentially the same fight in Sora, is you're so much more committed on dashes in Sora than you are in Suguri. I can understand why they would change it, because, like, it's, like, when you perform an action, you should have some level of commitment and blah, 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 but fuck it, I like how dashes work in Suguri. What it really needs, what I feel would be perfect, is if they just adapted what they do in Senko no Ronde, which is, when you dash, if you go into shield, it cancels your dash, so you just air brake, which would be perfect, because then you can make little tiny quick movements, which is kind of what you need almost always in both those games. In Suguri, you can do those tiny quick movements easier. See, like, you could say it's exploitable, but, like, you know, if they give you the tool to do it, it would be, you know, in Suguri, it's not really exploitable because they let you do it, right? That's how it works. In Sora, it's not really you can't really dash, cancel, exploit. You know what it is? You know exactly what it is? I'm going to pause and say it while I think of it. This is, like, at these bombs. This. And blow those up. You know exactly what it is? In Suguri, neutral shots are pretty good. They're actually pretty solid. In Sora, your neutral shots aren't so good. Like, just by themselves, you really need to dash cancel them to make them better. But when you're committing so much harder on your dashes, but it doesn't have the balance of a good neutral shot, like, it's so much more hindering than what it is in Suguri, because it's like, oh, you can make a choice between a neutral shot or your dash canceled shot. but you can also cancel your dash. Your dash doesn't last as long, so you know the choices are relatively even-handed. Whereas in Sora, because your neutral shot is kind of garbage anyways, like maybe a couple of the weapons have good neutral shots, but most of the ones I played, the neutral shots don't compare to the dash cancel shots. The dash cancel shots are so much better, but you have to commit so much harder to it because your dashes are so much longer. And also the dashes are long enough that like, also just like the way you turn in your dashes is a little bit different, because in Sora the dashes are long enough that if you hold like left and right during them, you curve. Yeah, and see, Bullet was like a weapon I really enjoyed using in Sora because it is actually relatively similar for, you know, using your dash or neutral. Neutral, I mean, like, they're not quite the same shot, but they have unique utility on both ends, which makes it more of an even-handed decision. It's like, oh, I could stand here and charge my shot and release as soon as an enemy comes on screen because that is good. Or I can, you know, dash, charge into and do the burst shot, and it takes out things really good. So, you know, that's, I guess, the difference, I think, between Sora and Suguri that I really notice is because dashes are so much more cumbersome in Sora, but also it's attached to doing okay damage to things. It doesn't sit as well. It's not as comfortable to play when it comes down to it. So I think that's my feelings between the two games. I think they're both good games. It took me a bit to get into them again. Mostly in like after going back to Suguri, I understand why Sora gave me trouble. Because it's like, oh, it wasn't my imagination. This is actually really different than Suguri. I'm really eager to do that extra fight though in Sora. And I have to admit, like after playing Suguri, I do want to play more Sora. So I'm not like saying that either of them are bad or anything like that. It's just that the difference is noticeable, more noticeable than what I gave it credit for initially. So, Darius music. This theme always reminds me of Earthbound. Feels like an Earthbound song. Oh, wow, shit. Wow. Get wrecked. Jeez. Oh, shit. This is not a good pattern. It's not even that hard of a pattern. It's just... Oh, crap. It's just that I'm really good at failing things. What am I doing? I'm just sitting there in it. Oh, jeez. I should just hide behind this. God damn it. How did I manage that? It is more risk and reward, but the problem is when your base shots are garbage, or when your neutral shots are kind of just garbage most of the time, it's like, what's the reward? Doing normal damage? You know what I mean? It's like, if it was one thing if your neutral shots were decent, or like, at least a little bit better, then it would be like, okay, well, dashing has like a really more prevalent, you know, it has a counter, it's like, but when really the only way to do decent damage is to do dash shot, that's where I feel Sora's like biggest trip up is for me. If only neutrals were better, I think that's what it comes down to. It's very, like, I could totally see it being like an easy thing to fix. It's interesting though the way they did it. So, like, when you play it and you play Suguri so close together, it's like, why did they make decisions like this? It's very strange. But it also, I should like specify, it might be a byproduct of like the weapons that I've selected, because it might just be those weapons work that way. They give you a good pool of weapons. I will say a lot of them I tried and I wasn't that keen about most of them. Like, you try a lot of the weapons and it's like, oh, this is one for the junk pile. But, you know, it is what it is. So let's try... We've kind of hit some tough stages